So sometimes you're going to hear these words intensity and brightness kind of interchangeably, and I just want to hopefully make some clarification about kind of what we mean by these two things. So intensity, in general, when we say intensity, specifically we're saying this is the number of watts per square meter. So in other words, if I send in a certain amount of energy, let's say I send in 8 joules, an 8 joule photon, let's say I send in 3 8 joule photons into a meter squared, 1 meter by 1 meter, right? If those 8 joule photons, we're going to say the intensity is 8 joules per square meter. Okay? So that's kind of what we mean by an intensity here. Now when we say brightness, or at least in this particular unit, when I refer to brightness, it's going to be essentially the number of photons sent in. Okay, conceptually. So if I send in 3 photons, I'm going to get 8 joules per meter squared. If I send in brighter light, so let's say I send in, I don't know, 6 of 8 in that same meter squared. Did I just say 8? 24. 8 times 3 is 24. So this would then be 48 joules per meter squared. Right? So you can see the correlation. If you increase the number of photons, you are going to increase the intensity. So oftentimes when you watch videos, and even I do this myself, I'll kind of say increase the intensity, and you're going to increase the number of photons that send in. All right? However, let's just take a look at another situation. Let's say we send in lower energy photons. Let's say we send in 3 4 joule photons. So if we send in 3 4 joule photons, well, this would have the same number of photons. So when we talk about, for example, the photoelectric effect, we'd say this is the same brightness. However, the intensity would be 4 times 3 is only 12. So the intensity would actually go down, even though the brightness here might be the same. Or let's say we double this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 4, right? So now we have 6 times 4 into our 1 by 1 meter. That's going to now give us 24 joules per meter squared. So notice the intensity of this and this are exactly the same. However, this one we're sending in 6 photons. We might say it's brighter than this one we only sent in 3 photons. All right, so this is mainly kind of used with the photoelectric effect. For example, in this case, this would send in, could eject 6 electrons here, right? So it ejects 6 electrons, but each electron would have less energy than this, which would only eject 3 electrons. But each electron would have more energy that's ejected. There would just be fewer of them. But in both cases, the intensity is going to be the same. Hopefully that clarified it. If you just got more confused, don't worry about it. It's not really that big of a deal.